This video right here is about San Francisco 49ers #1 draft pick, Ricky Pearsall, man. Ricky Pearsall. Ricky Pearsall last week, man, was shot in the chest as a 17-year-old attempted to rob him. Also, the 17-year-old was shot. Both survived. The 17-year-old was arrested. Ricky Pearsall, he's recovering right now. He was released within 24 hours, man, on some Tupac shit. He was released, very lucky to be alive. Did not hit any major organs or anything like that. You know, went straight through, chest out the back. Yeah, man, that shit crazy. But here's the news clip. Once again, man, Ricky Pearsall, man, he's doing good. He's released from the hospital. He's recovering at home with family. And they said it's only supposed to be recovery a couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying? So that's a good news for him, man, that he'll be able to get back on the football field. Hit that like, share, subscribe. This Made Media Magazine. I'm out.
Released from the hospital, the rookie 49er was shot during an attempted robbery in Union Square. Tonight, the mayor says they've added even more cops in that area to make sure shoppers feel safe. Dahlin is live at Union Square with the latest on Pearsall and the investigation. Dahl?
Right. We understand Pearsall is now recovering with his family and friends by his side. But this is where it happened, the shooting and attempted robbery right here in front of 77 Gary Street. In fact, some of the bullet holes are still on the wall behind me here. Now, the folks who worked on Pearsall say he is very lucky to be alive. Cell phone footage shows first responders walking football player Ricky Pearsall to an ambulance. The 49ers say he was shot in the chest. Pearsall's mother says a single bullet entered through the right side of his chest and exited out of his back, missing vital organs. He was bloody, but able to walk to the ambulance with help from officers.
I heard these loud shots, which I actually thought was firecrackers. I heard like maybe 4 or 5 shots.
Eric Egan works at a corner store about 50 feet away from the shooting. He saw Pearsall walking past his sunglass store earlier in the afternoon, and he saw Pearsall again when they walked past each other on the street. Eric says Pearsall was going back to his car from shopping at nearby stores.
I just noticed he had like a pretty nice watch on. I think it might have been like a Rolex or something like that.
He says shortly after that, he heard the gunshots. He believes the robber targeted Pearsall because of the expensive-looking watch. Police say Pearsall was almost back at his car near this Tesla when a kid tried to rob him. San Francisco investigators say Pearsall fought with the suspect. They say the 17-year-old suspect likely did not know Pearsall is a 49er football player.
He was released from the hospital today, and I know everybody's been praying for his speedy recovery, and we are wishing him and his family well.
Our camera captured these 3 vehicles leaving SF General on Sunday afternoon. We're told Pearsall was with his family and friends as they were leaving in these cars.
It's really a very horrible event to happen to anybody, and especially, you know, the 49ers is our beloved team, and so it kind of, you know, puts a bit of a damper on all the incredible work that we've been doing here in the city. We have one of the lowest violent crime rates of any major city in the country, and we've been making incredible gains around public safety. But when something like this happens, those numbers, that data, it doesn't matter. It's how people feel.
Mayor London Breed visited Union Square on Sunday afternoon. She thanked the officers who responded quickly and answered questions from business owners. The CEO of Union Square Alliance says officers have stepped up patrols since the shooting.
The police are here and they're coming. They're actually going to be tripling the enforcement for Union Square, as they should, because you know what? This is such an important, vital city center for our community to thrive.
Police arrested the 17-year-old suspect shortly after the shooting. Police say the teenage boy was shot once by his own gun, possibly during the struggle with Pearsall. They say the boy was in stable condition.
I love this city, and I honestly think it's going to keep on going, you know, because things are only going to get better.
Authorities are not releasing the suspect's name because of his age, so very little is known about him. He's 17 years old from Tracy, and the district attorney will determine the charges either on Tuesday or Wednesday. By the way, I talked to a responding officer who says the first female officer to arrive at the scene actually used her hand to stop the bleeding on Pearsall's chest. And at one point, he was saying that the female officer and Pearsall prayed briefly before the ambulance got here, and remarkable the fact that he was shot in the chest and released within 24 hours from the hospital. A lot of folks are talking about Pearsall, the person, not the football player. They want to make sure him as a person will recover fully. Football secondary at this point. Live here in Union Square.
If you want to support me, make sure you go ahead, Nene Marie 37 in her inbox if you want a signed copy of my book, man.